Incorporated on February 22, 1939, Three Rivers Electric Cooperative set about bringing electricity to the rural areas of central Missouri. In celebration of our 75th anniversary, we asked several co-op members to share what the cooperative means to them.
As you realize, I'm the presiding commissioner of the county, so we deal a lot with the co-ops. They do, and I think the co-ops, to me, they're excellent service. I think all of them, Three Rivers and every co-op does an excellent job providing service to rural areas. I know myself here, I had to laugh, our transformer blew up last year and it took them 3 hours to get it put back. Never apologized for taking so long. I thought, oh my God, you couldn't get here and back hardly in that time. It's affordable service, and without the co-ops, I don't think we would have that kind of affordable service in the rural area. And, you know, it's all the people that works there are local people, which I also think helps because they know the area. And to me, co-ops just mean dependable service at a reasonable price.
So I was 11 years old, and there was, of course, the only running water you had when you run out to the cistern and got it. The house was heated with wood. You got warm twice doing that, when you split it and when you burned it. And no electricity to do anything. You used lanterns if you had to do any feeding or work in the barn at night. It was with a gas lantern.
Well, when I came to work for Three Rivers in 1962, I really didn't even know what a cooperative was, and I quick got a explanation of what it was from my boss at that time, who was Steve Schauerker, the founder of Three Rivers. He told me about the co-op, and even Steve, pardon me, at that time, called it the REA. And over the years, we decided that was really not the proper name for Three Rivers Electric, because REA, the Rural Electrification Administration, was just the bank for the co-op at that time. And over the years, our financing was even less dependent on REA. But still, the old-timers referred to it as, we get our power from REA. And so it was kind of part of our job when I went to work for the co-op, putting out the newsletter and speaking with members, to tell them what Three Rivers Electric Cooperative was and how different it was from REA, which is wonderful because you get capital credits, and anything you put into the co-op, if there's any kind of a profit, is returned to the members and not to some unknown entity somewhere else.
Well, we bought this place in early part of 1946. Right after the wedding, we moved here in, I guess it was February or March. And then we didn't get electricity till, I think it was 1947. And it's just been wonderful. I mean, it's been great for us. We cleared most of the right-of-way for them. And a few times when we had emergencies, like big snows, you know. I remember one night, we was 2 o'clock in the morning out here fixing a line, you know. It was, I believe, in 1983. I remember it was a volunteer crew that came in to help. They had very little equipment. I had a pretty new four-wheel drive truck, and I remember running it on a rock so we could get a little elevation and shine up into the pole where they were working. When we have an outage, it's very seldom we go over a couple of hours before, unless it's a big major thing, you know. Mm-hmm. First, when we got on, we did have quite a few outages, you know. But the last few years, I don't think we've waited over 3 or 4 hours for any of it. It's just, it's one of the greatest things ever happened to the country.
I had an opportunity to have a good job and work with a lot of good people and for a lot of good people. That's the nice thing about cooperatives. You meet some of the best people on earth. It's rural people in rural areas, and Three Rivers is one of the better cooperatives I've worked for. It's a good area to live.
Well, today, as president of the State Technical College of Missouri, All of the machinery that you see here, everything that we have, is serviced through Three Rivers Electric Co-op. Not only is Three Rivers providing electricity for our homes, our farms in this area, but also providing electricity to preparing individuals for profitable employment in the state of Missouri.
It's so nice that when our electric goes out, we can pick up the phone, call Three Rivers, and in a matter of hours our electricity is back on. It's nice that it's community-based, and I know the people that work here, my family knows everybody that works here. It's just a really great co-op. The Gilbert G. Hilkemeyer Scholarship has given me a lot of opportunities to pay for my school tuition. It's helped me pay for books. It's just an all-around great program.
You could see hope in the eyes of especially the women on the farm when they thought about what electricity would do, to alleviate some of their back-breaking chores. The men probably didn't think about all the things that it would help. They thought of a water pump maybe instead of the old windmill they couldn't rely on all the time, but they didn't see what would happen, the great change that would happen on the farm with Three Rivers Electric Co-op and the other ones being involved more and more in community development. They've expanded that to being very, very valuable in the communities they serve. That's their goal, that's their theme, and it is truly their ambition. And so we see all that happening now. And you talk to people now, my neighbors for example, I've been a member of Three Rivers for a long time. And whenever the subject comes up of electric service, they'll talk about how lucky they are to be on Three Rivers Electric.
There's a number of things that I really enjoy about Three Rivers and being a member of Three Rivers. But primarily, I love the outreach that Three Rivers provides, especially to the elementary schools, the high schools, providing information on safety. I think is a wonderful asset of belonging to Three Rivers. The other part of belonging to Three Rivers is the opportunity of scholarships that they give to the high school students to attain and go after a Missouri degree. I think that is such a great benefit of belonging to Three Rivers Electric.
I'm very pleased to be a member of Three Rivers Co-op. When we were getting ready to build our headquarters of Mid-State Signs, we looked for property that would be serviced by Three Rivers because of their economy and that they're very reliable electricity. We've had very little downtime, very, very little, and they are continually cleaning the right-of-way. I am pleased to be a share member in Three Rivers Co-op.
Well, Three Rivers Electric Co-op means they're reliable, great customer service, and they provide electricity at a reasonable cost. I go back a long ways with the electric co-ops because I grew up on a farm in northeast Missouri, and after World War II in the 1940s, I lived on that farm and the REA came and our life changed. We had a light bulb hanging from cords in every room, and we could read magazines and newspapers, and I could do homework without the Aladdin lamp. The electric co-ops have done a lot for rural America. They changed the farming community in the United States. And they've always provided electrical service at a good price. And that's something their customers just can't forget. We must always remember this. And we need to support them in any way we can. If we have to go to the state capitals and talk to our legislatures, we must do that as customers. And even to Washington, D.C., and talk to our senators and congressmen if we have to. But the rural electric co-ops are great.
At Three Rivers Electric Cooperative, we honor our history, but look forward to serving our members in the future.